Welcome back to the MA Mindset with Melissa, where future medical assistants learn to think, speak, and succeed like healthcare professionals. In today's video, we'll break down medical terminology so that terms are more easy, clear, and simpler to remember. We'll discuss the three building blocks of medical terminology. And once you understand these, you'll be able to start decoding medical words like a pro. Let's jump in. Let's start with the three building blocks of medical terminology. Almost every medical word you will encounter in healthcare is built using three parts. Think of them like building blocks that come together to create a meaning. The first building block is the prefix. A prefix appears at the beginning of a word, and it usually tells us something about quantity, speed, direction, or location. The second building block is the root. The root is the core of the word, and it tells us what body part or system we are talking about. And the third building block is the suffix. A suffix appears at the end of the word, and it often tells us about a condition, disease, procedure, or state. So once you understand these three parts, medical terminology becomes much easier because instead of memorizing long words, you can simply break them apart and decode their meaning. Let's take a look at the example on the slide. The word is hypertension, which you will often see abbreviated as HTN in patient charts. If we break this word down, we see the prefix hyper, which means high. Then we see tension, which refers to pressure. So when we combine these parts, we can determine that hypertension literally means high pressure, specifically high blood pressure. This is one of the most common conditions you will see documented in healthcare settings, which is why understanding how to break down these words is so important to medical assistants. Now let's connect this terminology to a real clinical example, because this is exactly how you'll see these words in a patient chart. So imagine you're rooming a patient and you're reviewing their chart. Before taking their vitals, you notice the word tachycardia that's documented. So right away, if you understand medical terminology, you already know something important about this patient. Let's break this word down together. First, we have tachy, which means fast or rapid. This is the prefix portion of the word. Next is cardi, which refers to the heart. This is the root word. And finally, we have ia, which simply means a condition. So when we combine these three parts, tachycardia literally means a condition of fast heart rate. Now let's talk about pronunciation for a moment, because in healthcare, we want to be comfortable saying these terms. The phonetic breakdown is tachycardia. And here's the important takeaway. When you learn how to recognize these word parts, you don't have to memorize every medical term individually. You can simply decode the meaning by breaking down the word. That's exactly what strong medical assistants do when they review patient documentation. So if a patient's pulse is 118 beats per minute, what term would we use to describe that? Tachycardia. Great job. Now it's time for a rapid decode exercise. I'm going to show you three medical terms, and I want to see if you know how to break them down using the building blocks. We just learned about the prefix, root, and suffix portions of the word. So let's start with the first word. We'll break it down together. Hypo means low. Glyc refers to sugar or glucose, and emia means a condition in the blood. So when we combine those parts, hypoglycemia means low blood sugar. This is something that medical assistants may see when working with patients who have diabetes or blood glucose issues. Word 2 is bradycardia. Let's break it down. Brady means slow, cardi refers to the heart, and ia means a condition. So bradycardia means a condition where the heart rate is slower than normal for adults. That's typically a heart rate below 60 beats per minute. Word 3, dermatitis. Let's decode it. Derm means skin, and itis means inflammation. So dermatitis means inflammation of the skin. This is a condition you might see when patients have rashes, irritation, allergic reactions, those type of things affecting the skin. This is exactly how medical terminology works in healthcare. You simply break the word down into smaller parts and decode their meaning. The more you practice doing this, the faster you'll recognize medical terminology when reviewing patient charts. You've got this. Medical terminology may seem overwhelming at first, but once you understand the 3 building blocks, it becomes much easier to work with. Remember, the prefix appears at the beginning of the word, and it often tells us about the quantity, speed, or direction. The root word tells us the body part or system being discussed, and the suffix tells us the condition, disease, or procedure. The more you practice this skill, the more confident you'll be in reading medical charts and communicating with the healthcare team. Before we finish, here's a quick challenge for you. Try decoding this word on your own. Hepatomegaly. Drop your answer in the comments and we'll see how you did. If you found this lesson helpful, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another future medical assistant who's learning medical terminology. Keep practicing, keep growing, and keep developing the skills that are necessary to make great healthcare professionals. This is the MA Mindset with Melissa, and I'll see you in the next lesson.